The super mega February trip is coming up starting tomorrow. As you guys know, if you've been following me and subscribed for a while, that every February I do a super snowboard road trip, and every year it gets bigger and bigger. So this time we're going to be aiming to hit about 16 to 18 resorts. As you guys saw a live stream earlier in the fall, I have the Fusion Pass from Mount Hood, which includes the Powder Alliance. I also have an Indy Pass. And I have the Mountain Collective Pass, which is essentially almost like an Icon Pass, except instead of unlimited riding, you just get 2 days at each resort, which is fine with me when I'm trying to travel and catch them all like Pokemon. Got the boards waxed, restructured, boots, boot dryer. I'm even going to be taking, you probably can't see with the black, I'm going to be bringing the laptop because I'm going to have to edit on the road. Last year I didn't bring a editing device, so I just kind of filmed all the videos, and then in early March just started uploading them day after day. But now I'm going to try to do them continuously as I travel. It's going to be kind of hard. I may not have too many breaks or off days, but it's going to be better than no uploads in the whole month of February. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you guys a little map and the journey of what we're doing. So we're going to be starting off at Silver Mountain in Idaho, and then we're going to Montana. We're going to loop around pretty much most of the country and stop in Colorado, then go to New Mexico, loop around Vegas to Lake Tahoe, Mammoth, and back to Oregon. So I'm just going to switch over to a screen recording and show you all of the mountains that we'll be hitting. It's going to be exhausting. Practically going to be living out of the car and cheap motels. Thank goodness I have a hybrid, because 5,000 to 7,000 miles of driving is really going to add up in gas, but not too bad when you got a hybrid. Anyways, enjoy this little breakdown of the map of how we're doing. So now we're going to transition to screen recording. Okay, so I'm here in the Portland area, and we're going to start driving along the interstate, cut over this way to Spokane and the Coeur d'Alene area. I'm going to stay here, and then we are going to cut over to Kellogg and go to Silver Mountain Resort, which has the longest gondola in the whole entire country. So I guess this is it right here. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like an unloading station. So yeah, we go up here and should be hitting Silver Mountain Resort in Idaho, and then after we're done riding that, hopping back on the interstate, driving over to Montana, going to Bozeman. Then from Bozeman we will be going up to Bridger Bowl. Wish they had snow in here. That'd be cool if you could change seasons. Then after Bridger Bowl, we're going to stay in Bozeman again, and then the next morning heading down to Big Sky. Going to be my first mega resort that is not an independent resort, because if you guys notice, I only ride independent resorts. So literally going to be doing Big Sky, which is insane. Can we get a 3D? Yeah, that's just one of the peaks, and then you got all of these other things. So I did drive by it in the summer, and it was really pretty down there going to Yellowstone. So anyways, after Big Sky, we're going to be heading down. Won't be able to go to Yellowstone because you're only allowed in there with a snowmobile. So we're going to be staying in the town of Jackson. That's right, we're going to be riding Jackson Hole finally. So that should be interesting. Maybe we'll run into Travis Rice, and doubt it, but I'm pretty excited for it. Apparently you have to pay for parking. I've never had to pay for parking ever at a ski resort, so this will be a first time thing. I guess I'll be kind of living the Jerry life, but we'll have to carpool into town, and maybe I'll do Corbett's. Do they have it? Yep. Oh, look, here it is. Can't really see much from that, but depending on snow conditions, maybe I'll do it. I want to at least look at it, but I don't want to get injured at the beginning of my trip. So then after Jackson, we'll be doing Grand Targhee Resort, and then driving down to Salt Lake City. Luckily we have the hookup for staying down there, so we don't have to get a hotel there. But then we will be heading on up to I think Snowbird's over here in this area, whatever. Yeah, we'll be riding Snowbird, so I'm really pumped on riding Snowbird. So far it's showing it could possibly be a Bluebird powder day on a weekday, so we will see how that is. I'm very pumped on Snowbird. Snowbird is the resort that I chose with Powder Alliance, not Powder Alliance, but the Mountain Collective, to get a third day free, just because we have family and friends that live in the Sandy area, so that should be interesting. Then we're going to cut over, drive through the pretty desert, and probably stay in Glenwood Springs because we're on a budget and we can't afford to stay in Aspen because the hotels are extremely expensive. So I'm also excited to ride Aspen just because then I can finally say I've ridden in Aspen. So that's a little thing. I don't know if we will be able to do all of the runs. Probably won't, just depending on our budget and time. We will be staying in Glenwood Springs 2 nights, then go to Aspen, ride 2 of the mountains, then go back to Glenwood Springs, then go back down, then ride the other 2 mountains. I don't think we're going to be able to do that because, I mean, we do ride fast and we're not really concerned about just hitting every run, even if they're like almost the same. So we may just do a really long haul day from first chair to last chair and ride Aspen and then Snowmass and Buttermilk and just Highlands, just pretty much everything. So probably use the bus and ride a ton of Aspen, then come back up, drive all the way to Denver, be really tired, so we'll be definitely staying in Denver. I like getting some food there. Denver has pretty good food, bad pollution, but yeah, crazy drivers also. But then we'll probably be taking it back up, and we will be, let me see where it is. Where is Arapahoe Basin? So here it is. So then we'll be riding A Basin. That'll be cool. Again, that's on the Mountain Collective. And then from there, I guess we're going to have to do a long drive all the way down to Taos, which I think it's over this way. Yep. So then we're going to be staying in Taos. We stayed there last year in Taos, which was, where the heck is it? Why is it only showing the ski valley? Ah, here it is. So yeah, we'll be staying in Taos. We stayed there last year. We actually went to this Walmart, surprisingly, and then there should be a Pizza Hut around here. That was what we got. But we stayed in Taos last year and we went to Angel Fire. But this year, I mean, we got Angel Fire tickets, but instead of Angel Fire, we're going to be going up to the Big Boy and riding at Taos. Hopefully they're not too unfriendly towards snowboarders because they are one of the last resorts that held out only allowing skiers. But yeah, they don't have enough snow as of right now to open Kachina Peak, which I'm assuming is over here. But hopefully they get some snow during our trip and we can actually do that. So I'm pretty excited for it. Plus I love New Mexican food, so we'll definitely be going down to Santa Fe and getting some Hatch Green Chili enchiladas and other things. Then we're going to be driving and probably staying in Farmington or something like that. And my girlfriend's from the North Arizona area, so then we'll probably go back to our old hometown where we actually met in Page, hang out there for a little bit. Probably won't go to Lake Powell, but yeah, we'll be hanging out in Page, and then we're going to be taking a trip down to Flagstaff, and either we're going to ride Arizona Snowball first, which is the first ski resort that I rode and took lessons, and that's what started all the snowboarding. And so yeah, if it weren't for riding here, I wouldn't be snowboarding right now. So I have to go and pay homage because we didn't do that last year. We went down to Sunrise instead, but this time we're gonna do Arizona Snowball, and then we're gonna be driving, yeah, this way to Show Low, Pine Top, yeah, and then we'll be riding. It's hard to find this on the map all the time. We're going to be going to Sunrise. Here it is. Sunrise Park Resort. Because a lot of you were leaving pretty mean comments saying respect the land and I shouldn't ever go here again and all kinds of crap just because I went and it was icy, and I wasn't bashing it. I was just saying I wish I had better conditions and how the resort was totally empty. But yeah, no, I'm gonna ride it again, and hopefully it's not icy. And I wasn't complaining about being empty. That's nice, no lift lines and having the runs to yourself. I just was kind of amazed by how empty it was. So I think I'll be going on holiday weekend, so it may be a little more crowded, which should be interesting to spray some Jerry's, and maybe they'll have softer snow. So again, I don't know if I'm doing that first or Arizona Snowball. So one of these. And then I'm going to be going from there probably up to Bryan Head, because Bryan Head is one of my favorite resorts. It's pretty flat, but the views are good. Really nice hotels. Just really good quality snow. Like, it is super dry because you're literally here in the desert of like the Utah and Arizona area. I don't even know what their moisture content is, but it's probably lower than Colorado, possibly. I don't know if they actually measure it, but it gets really cold and it's really low moisture. So I love Bryan Head. You can see all these crazy views. Let's see if there's a 3D. Yeah, you got Cedar Breaks Monument, which looks a lot like, let's see if it'll show you guys. It looks a lot like Bryce Canyon. But yeah, you can get a view of this with snow covering it from Bryan Head Resort. So yeah, Bryan Head's pretty cheap, family friendly, not steep at all. So it's just kind of a chill, I guess, relaxing point. And it's just fun. It's interesting. So then from there, we'll probably be going down to Vegas and just hanging out there to not ride and let our legs rest. Have some fun, maybe do some partying, go to Gordon Ramsay Burger, which is just an amazing burger place. I know it's kind of cheesy because it's got Gordon Ramsay's name on it, but he knows how to make a burger. So then from there, we're going to be going up this way, and I can never find it. Yeah, we're going to be staying in Mammoth. I'm definitely excited to finally ride Mammoth Mountain. That's going to be insane, and a giant mammoth. So we got free tickets there again. Mammoth is going to be wild because look at these mountains. I mean, holy moly. Then we're going to be going up to Tahoe, and instead of doing the typical Sierra at Tahoe and Sugar Bowl and any of those that we did last year, which we still have tickets for with Powder Alliance, but I don't have enough time to ride all the resorts, and I want to try some new ones. So let me see where the heck it is. Okay, Alpine Meadows. So yeah, we'll be riding Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows. So Alpine Meadows and Squaw Valley are connected. I think they have a new tram or something that connects them. And the resorts don't look too big, so we may just probably ride both of them in the same day. So we won't get the best quality snow, but again, we're short on time because my girlfriend was only able to get off a certain amount of days for work. So we'll probably only be in Tahoe for a day. And then from there, we'll be having to cut over and drive up towards Redding. And most likely we'll be staying in the Mount Shasta area. And we will be riding at Mount Shasta Ski Park, which is extremely small. Look at this. Look how small this is compared to the other resorts you guys have been seeing, like Taos and Aspen, Big Sky, and Jackson Hole. So small, but it's freaking Mount Shasta, which is one of the biggest mountains in the whole entire country. It's over 14,000 feet, and it's a mega volcano, and you just get this little tiny sliver. And at least Timberline would be like, bam. But yeah, that's going to be our last stop, and then we will be going back up to the wonderful area of Oregon. As you guys can see, nice and green in this little strip. Like, I'm telling you, giant old growth forests and ferns and moss. It's amazing. And then most of our trip is gonna be in this high desert plateau area, so should be interesting. Riding in Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, then down to Utah, then Colorado, then New Mexico, then Arizona, and then Mammoth and Tahoe and Shasta, then back up home. So that's going to be our super mega resort travel thing. So stay tuned, and I will obviously be checking my phone and interacting with you guys in the comments. So let me know if you guys have any thoughts or spots to hit up. Thanks, and let's get this super mega trip on the road. Woohoo!